Thump, 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 thump. Good Monday morning. Chris Noosh here, Noosh Studios, the weekly vlog. So this week I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I never know what I'm going to do on a Monday. But I do know that I have to clean up my studio from a long week last week of working. And first thing I need to do is get these shirts down. They are dry, so I'm going to fold those up, package those up to put them in the mail for shipping. And then I need to edition the prints that I printed at the end of the last week too. So I'm going to go do that today. Just get all the stuff that's dry from last week down and out of my way so I can start fresh, brand new this week. It's still Monday, and last Friday I printed the edition of these three prints right here. I've got my Summer Doodles, Into Battle, the T-Rex and the Caveman, and I've got the Everything Burger. So I just need to sign and number all three editions of these. It's pretty straightforward. I just need to sign, number, and title each print. On the left-hand side here, I write, me personally, there's a lot of different artists do it a lot of different ways. But me personally, right here on this side, I write the title for this piece. It is Summer Doodles. And then I number it. The number of, this is going to be an edition of 50. So this one's one of 50. And then I write my name over on this side. And I do that for each individual print, signed and numbered. Tuesday's here, and so what I have done today so far, it's let's see, probably about 2:30 in the afternoon right now, and I've done a number of things, but it's all been kind of boring and just getting ready and situated, getting my ideas ready to go. So one of the first things I did this morning was I finalized this Boston Terrier sketch that I want to do. The body is going to be a lot more black than is currently being shown here, but that's something I'm going to have to do when I carve it rather than in the sketch itself. But I've got this all drawn and sketched out for my Boston Terrier, and I posted some hats and took some photographs of these hats that I've been making. That's one design. There's another design. Little sleeping mouse, and then sleeping mouse again in pink. I've got other ones too. I don't know why you didn't grab them all, but I think I put 6 different designs up. So I've got about 6 different designs of those up on my website. You can check it out in the link in the description below if you're interested. So I took photos of those this morning. And the last thing I also went to the post office and dropped some packages off at the post office. But the last interesting thing that I did is I put some white gesso onto some extra boards that I had laying around. These are maple boards that I thought would be good for carving, but are not going to be good for carving. So I'm putting some gesso on them to do some painting on it. And so I want to come up with a sketch to do it for a painting. After I did the T-Rex out in the yard, which you can see right here. Boop. I kind of had fun painting that. So I want to do some little paintings that are kind of similar to that, just kind of fun, and just doing different things while I'm having a different kind of a year, not going out to festivals and changing things up a little bit. So maybe I'll do a little bit of painting too. But for the rest of the afternoon, what I want to work on is I have 2 ideas. One of them is a sketch for that painting. And then the other one is I want to get a second t-shirt block ready in addition to that Boston Terrier. And I want to do a camel, because I did a camel in the small little Summer Doodles that you can see right there. Look at that camel. I zoomed in on it for you right there. And I like drawing that camel, and I think I'm going to do a larger version of a camel similar to that for a t-shirt block. So I'm going to sketch that out too. That is the rest of the afternoon. Just finished drawing out the camel sketch that I want to do for the t-shirts, and I think it came out quite successful. So you see me drawing it on the screen right now. I was working feverishly to get it all finished. One of the things that I want to do was focus on weird and unique shapes, because camels sure do have a lot of them. They have like the 2 humps that go up, and It kind of looked like a Dr. Seuss landscape, sort of. So I wanted to get that going. And I went ahead and I changed the face slightly after the fact, and I didn't make it into the recording of the sketch. But that's okay. I have it right here for you. There's the new face, just a little more confident, a little more droopy, and just a little bit more unique. So this is the finished sketch of that camel that I'm going to do for a t-shirt block. There it is. Now I need to figure out what I want to paint this week, and then I'll get all three of these ready to go into production tomorrow. Came up with what I want to do for the little painting experiment that I'm going to do this well, maybe this week. We'll see where I get. But it's this little zoom in. It's a little T-Rex turtle dinosaur scary guy. So this is what I'm going to work on for that painting. See how closely I can get to that. I think it'll be fun. I bought some new brushes. I want to try them out. And I think this will be something fun to do with them. It's Wednesday, the day where I actually get to do something. So yesterday I designed out all of my things. And let me show you. I forget what I showed you. I have 3 sketches ready to put into production today. I've got this Boston Terrier running with the top hat. I've got this camel. And I've got this painting of the turtle with the T-Rex head that I'm going to work on today. Work on getting that on the board today. I'm not going to work on it today, but I'll get it drawn out on the board today. And then I drew this pizza last night too, but that's for something completely different. If you can hear like a slight womp 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 in the background, that's because I've got the embroidery machine upstairs running. I'm making hats this morning, so I'm going to be running back and forth doing that all day. Let's get the 2 carvings drawn out onto some 1/4-inch birch so I can get those ready to carve out. Two t-shirt blocks ready to carve. Let's go. But first, I'm gonna check in on the hats. It's real loud in here. Looking good. I've got a blue hat now ready to go onto the embroidery machine with the design right up there. And while it's not so loud, I'm going to take a moment to show off these 2 hats that I've finished embroidering today. There's that one, and there's that one. And they look so good. Now I'm going to try it on the blue. Two t-shirt blocks drawn out, cut out. 1, 2. And I do have that sketched out onto the board as well. Now to get to work. The painting's not going to happen this week probably, but I am going to carve the Boston Terrier today. Welcome to Thursday. Yesterday I finished up the carving of my little Boston Terrier with the top hat. I can show him to you right here. I really enjoyed like the front arm of him. I think I did a good job showing the short fur, but also the roundness of the arm. And I like the little marks inside of the white patch on his forehead. Those are two of my favorite areas on this piece. So I'm sitting here in front of the window. I put a little step stool for Marty to enjoy the outside world because it is a beautiful day today. What I'm going to do today is I need to print some t-shirts. I'm going to do that first and foremost. And then I don't know whether I want to carve my camel or start my little T-Rex turtle painting. So I'm going to leave that up to chance, and I'm going to put that up for a whirligig thing on my computer. And I'm going to put two options, T-Rex turtle or carve the camel, and let the internet pick for me. Let the world pick for me. So the universe, really. Just let the universe pick. So I'm gonna do that. And then whatever that says is what I'm gonna do after I print my t-shirts. So today is left up for chance. I'm also making up a couple more hats. Today I'm making the dinosaur one. This is the first dinosaur hat I ever made, and I've got better ones being made today. So if you hear the thump 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 of the embroidery machine in the background, I'm making hats again today. So, all right, let's get to printing some t-shirts. Are you gonna help me, Marty? No, you're just gonna watch the burbs. Marty's gonna watch the burbs. All right, shirts are printed, and now for technology to decide the rest of my day. I've got this wheel here. It's at pickerwheel.com, and let's see if I'm going to paint or carve for the rest of the day and probably into tomorrow. Spin. All right, I'm painting. Painting, here we go. I don't know how I feel about that. It's been a while since I've actually painted a painting for painting's sake. Stresses me out. Let's do it. All right, finally settled down, sitting here in my painting corner with the top of my head cut off, and that's fine. And I'm gonna start working on this painting. I've got it sketched out onto the board. I'm just gonna paint it out and see what happens. I don't really have a solid vision for what I'm going to be doing here. I'm just going to start painting and see how I like it, see how the sculpt comes along. You know, just playing around. But I really haven't painted in so long. The first time I painted was just paint only. Not using paint, but paint only, was the T-Rex that I did a couple weekends ago. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that, and I want to see if I can enjoy doing it on a smaller, more serious scale, like really trying, not just doing stuff for fun. Let me show you something real quick, actually. This might be interesting. You've probably seen in the background paintings that I have done in the past. This is an oil painting. It's quite large. It's just kind of hanging from the ceiling on the side of the thing here. I did these probably about 10 years ago. All these paintings I'm going to show you. That was kind of gross. And I wasn't super confident with what I was doing, so I put lines all over it. This is one of the last paintings I did during my undergrad year. But I've also got this painting here, and there's a clown behind that. These are all oil paintings, like I said. And then I've got this painting that is it's a big, long, tall spire type thing, rock formation coming out of the ground. And then on top of that, there's a little box with a kite coming out of it. See, there's the box, and there's a string that goes to a kite in the air. And one of my favorite details with this painting, the lighting's so bad, is the little city in the background right there. So, and then I've got one more of my paintings that is hanging upstairs. I'm just gonna throw that on screen right there. It's probably the best painting I did while I was in school. So there's that. And that one's hanging upstairs. I don't really want to walk upstairs to show it to you. I'll do it in post. This one's going to be quite different. It's going to look a lot different. My work's changed a lot in the last 10 years. So here we go. Enough talking. Let's start doing. Let's paint. All right, real quick. I've noticed that with the camera sitting here, I'm not super confident in what I'm doing yet, but I'm super focused on if I'm blocking the camera with my hand and doing a good job filming, and that's not what this should be about right now. So what I'm gonna do, instead of filming the process of this, is I'm just gonna take progress photos so you can see it build up over time. So I'm not really I don't have to worry about if I'm doing a good job filming it. So sorry about that, but that's what I'm gonna have to do. I just want to paint and do a good job. All right, so it's about 5 o'clock now, and I'm to a point where all I have to do left is about the line work. So I'm gonna let this layer dry completely and then come back to it and then do some line work stuff. So I'm gonna take a break for the moment and then come back to it. But that's where I am. It looks pretty good so far. I learned some things. My goals with this piece and where I ended up being completely different things. I wanted it to have like a really clean look, flat colors, bright, colorful. I think I just realized that I like brush strokes and I like changing colors and I like gradients and I like painterly looks when I paint. I also wanted to be super strong and super graphic at the same time, but I think I can do both. There are a lot of really great painters that I admire that can do like those super flat colors and almost looks like it's printed by a machine. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with this, but I think it's good that I'm not going with that because that's just not me and who I am as an artist. But enough about that. I'll be able to finish this tonight or tomorrow painting. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, it's Friday, and today the first thing and probably maybe only thing that I'm going to do, maybe not only, but I'm just gonna work on finishing this piece up. And I pretty much only have the line work left, and we'll see where we go from there. That's what I'm gonna work on for the moment. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday without really worrying about filming my process on it. I'm just going to share the steps as I move through them because I'm working on something new, something a little unsure of, and I don't want to, I want to focus on working on this piece, but I want to share the process. And after 2 days of work, the painting is finished. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I learned some things. I learned what to do if I were to do, and when I do, not if. I will be doing more painting kind of things. I learned what to do and what not to do and what works and what doesn't work so great. So I learned a lot doing this piece, and I quite enjoy how it came out. What do you think? Now I want to make a frame for it. So I gotta do that. I got some ideas on how to do that, but I think I'll need to go buy some wood. Painting this week is finished, and I think I'm gonna end out the vlog here because it's about 2 o'clock on Friday, and I don't think I'm gonna have a chance to start anything else that is of any substance. So I'm gonna end this out here and finish it with this. I think I was gonna call it like "Put on your dino hat" or something like that. Put on your dino hat. The thought process for this one was very similar to the owl "Be Hoot You Are," just kind of an animal in costume. Thought it was funny, and there we go, all finished. So once again, thanks for watching this week. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all next week. Thanks. Bye.